I've seen a lot of planets in my lifetime, and it doesn't matter where I go, there's always one thing that remains the same. Oceans are f***ing terrifying. Look at this shit. Combine this with the fact that humans actually know less about their oceans than they do about the stars, and that says a lot about how much Ians don't want to get anywhere near that mess. But hang on, there's an extra layer to this. Humans have very vivid imaginations. It's probably my favorite part about your entire species. You can dream up incredible worlds and creatures beyond even my comprehension, but when you start directing your imagination towards the ocean, for some reason, it's always legitimately horrifying. Ghost ships, sea serpents, mysterious disappearances, monsters. Stories about scary things happening in Earth's oceans have been around since the beginning of time. I would think humans would start knocking it off now since you're starting to take advantage of technology and logical reasoning. But no, I have a fresh story about your hell ocean today. I'm Vibby, and on this episode of A Space Alien Explains, the SS Ourang Medan. In June of 1947, multiple ships traveling the Strait of Malacca, which is located between Sumatra and Malaysia, were receiving distress signals from an unknown ship. The message is as follows: all officers, including the captain, are dead, lying in chart room and bridge, possibly whole crew dead. It was then followed by a bunch of Morse code gibberish before one final transmission: I die. It was basically the Morse code equivalent of dramatically gagging and sputtering before going limp with your tongue lolling out. The SOS was picked up by Dutch and British listening posts nearby, who managed to triangulate the source of the broadcast and determined it was coming from a Dutch freighter known as the SS Ourang Medan. An American merchant ship, the Silver Star, was sent to check up on the vessel. When they got there, they found whoever sent the message wasn't f***ing kidding. The ship was littered with corpses, all their faces frozen and wide-eyed in a ghastly scream, arms held out in front of them as if begging someone to stop. The kind of thing you would do when someone catches you naked in the shower. There were no signs of physical injuries on any of the bodies, but even stranger, they were decomposing at a faster rate than normal. The crew members were literally scared to death by something. Even a dog on board the ship wasn't spared. But what exactly killed them still remains a mystery. There's definitely some theories floating around, ranging from, oh, that sounds plausible, to whatever kind of shit you're on right now, can I have some? One of the saner and more boring theories suggests that the crew was killed by carbon monoxide leaking from a malfunctioning boiler. While that would explain how everyone died without any physical injuries, it doesn't account for those who were found dead on the upper decks. They would have been safe because the fumes would just dissipate into the open air. But if crazy's your kind of flavor, how about a good old-fashioned conspiracy theory? If you were to go looking for any records of the SS Ourang Medan's existence, you wouldn't find much, which leads a lot of people to believe this entire story to be only but a legend because the ship virtually doesn't exist. Weirdly enough, though, records of the Silver Star definitely exist, but at that time, the ship was operating under a different name. Some people believe the SS Ourang Medan's records were deliberately erased in a government cover-up because the ship was smuggling lethal nerve gas to Japan. The Ourang Medan was said to be linked to the infamous Unit 731, a Japanese research unit known for killing thousands of human subjects in chemical and biological weapon experiments. The Geneva Protocol of 1929 prohibited use of chemical and biological weapons in war, so as to not raise suspicion, the nerve gas had to be shipped in secret, and a beat-up old freighter was the perfect cover. If some of that gas had leaked, it would explain how the crew members died the way they did. So to recap, a ship sends out a distress signal, some people go to check it out, find everyone is deader than the Badger meme. What happens next? The ship explodes. Literally not joking, that's how this all ends. The Silver Star tried to tow the Ourang Medan back to port, but had to abandon it when they noticed a cloud of smoke coming from the lower decks. The Ourang Medan went up in a massive explosion and then sank to the bottom of the sea. What a way to end a story. Maybe all scary stories need to start ending this way. They found the hook hanging on the door handle. And then the teenagers exploded. Hello again, and thank you so much for watching. Remember to do that thing, which is to like, share, and subscribe. If you like my content and want to see more stuff from me, follow me on any of my social media. Links are in the description. Thanks again!